guys, good to have you here. This is SCD Mother. Thanks for being here. It's another beautiful time. It's been a bit like I've done a very comprehensive vlog, but let's talk about this right now because it's really interesting for me. In the last couple of months, I've actually been trying to understand who Very Dark Man is and his rationale for what he does. In some cases, I've supported him, and in some other cases, I have not supported him. But on a scale of maybe 1 to 10, I think my support for him will be higher than the support. Yes, because in a time like this where we are very much influenced by so many things, especially materialistic things of financial gestures, we see someone who says, no, you know what, I'm not ready for any of those financial support, or what I really need to do is to stand out as an individual and talk about what I can talk about the corruption happening in Nigeria. It is a known fact that we don't have to hide it, that we have so many gaps in the Nigeria economic system, and that is why the country is not growing. Accept the fact, and they would be in somewhat way in the right channel to what we want to achieve, especially the youths of this generation who are clamoring for a change. Because one of the things we should eventually be hoping or thinking of to do is that we don't want to leave the country the way it is for our younger generation. Yes, we do not want to leave it. Although some people, even our older generation, they think that, especially these generations, let me say those already in their 30s or 35 to 50 or 60, they hadn't really done so much for the country, and it is what it is. We have to accept some fact, and it is time for everybody to, at least in the little way, swing into action and see how they can remedy some things, even from the very grassroots level, from the family, family, church, school, as much as possible, because it's a collective effort. If we do that individually, if we have strong institutions that have decided to say, you know what, we have to make this work, it will definitely work for each and every one of us. Now, back to the main issue why I'm doing this video is because of Very Dark Man and the Ratel gang. So he calls himself the Ratel, and if you have not had the opportunity to check, yes, on Google to say, okay, what is Ratel? Why has he called himself the Ratel? This is an opportunity for us to look into it together. Now, whatever I'm doing from here or talking about the Ratel, it's what Google is giving to us. I'm not manufacturing anything at the top of my head, but just trying to let us know. And then, so what is Ratel? The honey badger, the honey badger, also known as the Ratel, is a mammal widely distributed in Africa, Southwest Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. So it's majorly around that's the two continents, because India is still part of Asia, Africa, and then Asia, but not all part of Asia, Southwest Asia and the India continent. Because of its wide range and occurrence in a variety of habitat, it is listed as least concern on the list. Okay, so let's quickly do this. It is the only living species in the genus Malevola and Indi. Okay, despite its name, the honey badger does not closely resemble other badger species. Instead, it bears more anatomic similarities to weasels. What's weasel? Weasels are mammals of the genus Mustela of the family. The genus members of this genus are small, active predators with long, slender footies. Well, if you come to, it is primarily a carnivorous species, and if you can remember vividly what a carnivorous animal, remember those things maybe way back in primary school. Animals who depends on flesh, yes, they are who eat flesh, they are carnivorous animals like lion. Okay, it's also here, what's a carnivore or a meat eater? Is an animal, a plant whose nutrition and energy requirements are made by the consumption of animal tissue such as food, whether through predation or scavenging, meaning if they see you, they feed on you, or they look for it to eat. Okay, because okay, they have thick skin, strong and ferocious defensive ability. So for it to be a carnivore, definitely it has to be a very strong animal. So what is Ratel? Like, what's the evolution of Ratel? Why did Darkman decide to call himself a Ratel. So I would say most of the things would be that, okay, he already said he didn't want to say a lie. He didn't really want to say animals that people usually know, maybe like lion, leopard, those ones. But instead, he went for a very rugged and dogged name to classify himself. So if you've not seen the Ratel, I think sometimes he portrayed it in his video, and I would also show sample of it in this okay now. Oh, there are different kinds of Ratel: Indian, Nepalese white Ratel, black Ratel, Lake Chad Ratel, and then different kind of Ratel. So what should I wait 10? Okay. All right, their characteristics. If you also truly want to know about it, you could just go and do more research about it, because I would not be able to do all of that in this one time. Okay, now let's look at the behavior and the ecology. The honeybacker is mostly solitary. Okay, now I can see that he's been fighting alone, but has been sighted in Africa to hunt in pairs during the breeding season in May. So you should know that around May you have it also uses burrows of it is a skid digger, able to dig tunnels into the hard ground in 10 minutes. Okay, now again, that's another attribute of very dark man, that he can dig, like look for information about people. He doesn't just come out to say, oh, this is what he looks for, as much as evidence as he wants to put the person he's after on the spotlight, to say, this is why I am running after this person. Another one is the honeybacker is famous for his strength, ferocity, and toughness. Okay, I think this in a way defines some of very dark man physical attributes and some other attributes he has exhibited in the last couple of months. So it is not to savagely and fearlessly attack almost any other species when escape is impossible. Reportedly, even repelling much larger predators such as lion and hyena. Okay, I think this diet, this behavior and ecology really has describes most of the things I want to highlight. Okay, I think that's some of the things that I really wanted to highlight about this very dark man. So the behavior, the Ratel gang. So okay, now we have seen him, we have seen what he's doing. If you are a supporter of very dark man, like you are a Ratel, you are of the Ratel family, or if you are a part of the Ratel family, or you're not a part of the Ratel family, what do you think about how far he has been trying in his singular way? Like he already says, his major goal is about the corruption in the Nigerian system and institution. What do you have to say about that? Put them in the comment section. I'm sure definitely with them we're going to do more videos related to this. But however, if you have any information you would want us to talk about, can you put them in the comment section? I am Media. It's always a pleasure for me to set my ring light once in a while.